another episode of Capital Conversations. Today is definitely another special one. Have one of our most interesting clients that we've had, and this is a client that we've had for a long time. It's been a significant progression from almost like startup, where she was just probably doing maybe tens of thousands of dollars a month, in revenue, to where now she's definitely in a situation where she's doing, over six figures a month in revenue from her main business and even other businesses. But today we're going to welcome the great Briana Kelly. Once again, Brianna, thanks for coming. We appreciate you. It's been a joy, working with you. A lot of ups and downs, but we got a lot of stuff done. So first, Brianna, if you don't mind, just tell the people a little bit about yourself in regards of, who you are, how long you've been doing your business, different things you've done and what you're doing now.
So I officially, became an entrepreneur maybe 5 years ago in healthcare. Prior to then, I had other business ventures that I tested out or they just didn't go well, but I would say I've been an official entrepreneur now for about 5 years.
5 years, wow, that's good. Like, give us some inside input in regards to, in your own words, like, how did our funding advice help you grow, your business and businesses?
So I think we should start from the beginning.
Sure.
So initially, I think in 2021, we started off with credit lines and credit cards. I would say early 2021. And at the time, I was having cash flow issues in terms of payroll and that type of thing. So the lines of credit at the time was able to help me, meet payroll deadlines for Friday. I'm contracted by insurance companies, so I'm waiting 21 to 28 days to receive reimbursement from the insurance company. So those lines of credit, was able to fill the gap in between the times when I was waiting for payment. In terms of the credit cards, I was able to use that for office supplies, new computers, new furniture, just little stuff that I may have needed in the office that I may not have had, the money to purchase in large quantities at the time. So that was early 2021, and then 2021, around September, is when I purchased my building for the business, and I also used some of that credit line money as a down payment for that purchase as well. So
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Chestnut checkers. And the beautiful thing about that is, in regards to the people watching, even though, Brianna may have had the cash in the bank to make the down payment, the fact that we did funding strategically, we had enough working capital from another institution to where you can use that to use as the down payment, instead of actually using your own cash, preserving your cash, for payroll and for other, expenses. So I love to, hear those situations of like the benefits. Just tell us in your own words, like how much faster do you think you may have achieved the goal, and how realistic did we help make those goals for you, like in regards of achieving those, like?
So I would say, well, first off, everything kind of worked together. So, when we met in 2021, I think at the end of 2020, my business was doing, 1.8 in revenue. And then 2021, we met, I was doing 2.8 in revenue. I went up. And by me using that money, as far as like the credit lines and stuff like that, I was also able to market more of my business. And when I'm marketing, of course, we're growing, and of course, my revenue is growing as well, which allowed me to make more money, go to the banks, be able to go to the banks. My profile was stronger year after year after year because now I have that capital to do what it is that I needed to do in terms of marketing and reaching out to other resources, of your resources to help me get on television and radio and that type of thing, and helping me with a business plan, a marketing plan. So everything, I guess, I would say kind of worked together. I needed one thing to do the next thing or to get to the next level.
That's outstanding, Brianna. Like, because I know, like, as your business was growing and you wanted to treat yourself or whatever, this and that, and you got yourself to the point you wanted that new G63 G-Wagon. Talk about, what we were able to do in regards to helping you make that strategic purchase the right way so it's beneficial.
Right. So I would say, if I didn't have you, I probably just would have went out and got the car, under my personal name. But you talked about getting it under my business, doing equipment financing for it, pretty much not having to put any money down at all, just pretty much the taxes. So, and then at the end of the day, it'll probably more than likely be a write-off at the end of the year as well. So there were some benefits to doing it that way, as opposed to just going out and buying it and putting it under my personal name and dropping a heavy down payment that wasn't really necessary, and then not really have it save me money in the end.
Outstanding. Sometimes there are other people, financial planners, wealth advisors, that can offer products and services that can supplement your situation. But if you can, just talk about, some of the industry experts that, you've met through our network and how they've helped you grow your business.
Yeah, so there's been a good amount of resources. The resources from the banks that personally, they offer different programs in terms of marketing and, website development. And then, there's some of your other relationships. I would say, people to call if I needed a license or if I needed a business plan, or if, I was in trouble with something that they were able to help me out with in terms of the state, compliance, that sort of thing. Having someone to market for me to come out if need be. Even just building other relationships with people that I can work together with and start a business and work together and make money together and that kind of thing.
That's outstanding. We really try to promote having an ecosystem. And even, one of the things that, we're working on, now is, as I cultivate, more clients in a specific industry, we want to kind of start setting up, real organized resource outlets. So whether that's going to be a nonprofit or an association, we're still trying to, get some of the details, but ultimately we are going to significantly help, in certain industries that we have, a lot of footprint in. We're going to be a little bit more involved because, one of the things from our perspective is that, and, you've been a benefit to this, we're not like a one-trick pony in regards to just getting you funding one time. If you use the funding and the resources good, you will stay in position in what we like to call acquisition mode, to where you can still acquire more credit, for bigger and better transactions. One thing that I also always try to pride myself on with my clients, and I say this a lot in like my, I guess, like discovery calls with folks, is my goal is to be the best invoice that you ever paid. Like, in regards of like, I want to be, the service that we provide, I want it to be the most impactful, to your business. But please, by all means, tell me, I hope that we have been the best invoice that you have ever paid and you've gotten exceptional results out of it.
Yes, you guys have definitely been the best invoice that I have ever paid. in terms of, just getting to the next level, growing my business, just whatever I needed, you guys were there, in every way, to get to the next level. So I thank you for that and your resources as well. It wasn't just you all the time. If you didn't know or you didn't have the answer, you definitely connected me with someone who did have the answer, or went through the same thing or had the same experience that was able to figure out a solution. So yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Brianna. This has been a very special time, special moment. Once again, congratulations on all your success. Thanks a lot. Thanks again, everybody, for coming out to Capital Conversations. Can't wait to the next one. Thank you.